Hello and welcome. How are you all doing? Whoa, how are you all doing today? Let's put the Discord link in as well. There we are. Oops. Let's pin that. Excellent. There we go. We're all set up, I believe. I think. How are you all doing? I haven't spoken to you for a long time, unless I've replied to you in the comments and things or Discord. Hope you're doing well. What are we doing today? Well, we are building some Seraphon right here from the army set. Apologies that it's kind of, a week or two in the making. My plan was to have the live stream, I think, like last week, and yeah, that didn't really happen, and it didn't happen the Saturday just gone. A bit sporadic at the moment, but it's bank holiday today, and the plan was to do this earlier today, but I've decided to do it now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build one of these raptodons, either a hunter or a charger, probably a hunter, actually. And I'm also going to build a Saurus warrior. Now, this is a brand new army for me, so I'm not familiar with any of this whatsoever. So it's all new. And we're going to go through painting them as well. I did say that I'd do some more painting in 2023, and that is what we're going to do. Oh, they look quite cool, don't they? This is the Saurus warrior. I think we'll build the old champion. Oh, I like that dude with the helmet. That's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, awesome looking minis, these. So let's go for... Yeah, I was thinking about building the Slan Master. Back once again with the Slan Master. But I decided it's quite a beefy model, that one. And I still haven't decided whether to go for the skull or the staff. I might go for the staff, just because the skull, he's just like, ooh. But yeah, I think... Oh yeah, and look, you can have the two little skink dudes as well. Okay, let's build the hunter first of all. So I believe it's this sprue. I believe. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Nature finds a way. So let's kick off with, we're going to do a raptodon hunter. Here's the champion. We're going to build the champion first. I really like that dude with the spear thing. So we're going to go for B. What's going on here? So there's just like a little, just build his legs first of all. B4 and B3. Okay, let's find the B sprue. But it's clearly not that one. It's one of these. Hello. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, this, I knew it. I knew you guys. I could count on you guys to roll off the Jurassic Park quotes this evening. Go faster, must go faster. Oh, that film does have some very memorable quotes. B4 and B3, still looking for it. Is this even the B sprue? Probably not. Is it on a different sprue? Yeah, I think it's a different one. So let's find that. I thought I had all the... Oh, sorry about that. I thought I had all the sprues ready, but I guess not. I guess there's a few that escaped my... Oh, come on. Right. Okay. So that's the Slan Master. Must be this one. Yeah, I found it just like that. Just like that. So many sprues around here at the moment. So many. Hope you've had a lovely bank holiday. If you have indeed had a bank holiday today, you might not have. You might have been working on a bank holiday. If you're from America, we have these things called bank holidays, where you essentially get the day off work and get paid, which is pretty decent. Not every business or profession have those things, but right. So we've got the kind of the legs and bodies for the champion, and we are going to go for this one right here. So B83 and then B5. I've got a feeling it's not on here. Oh, it could be. Oh, yeah, that's B5. I'm not quite sure whether to paint these guys separate. I think I will. I think I won't glue them on. It's very rare that I don't do that, but because I'm going to be painting these quite quickly, you know, yeah, but B83, let's find this, B83, so this is his weapon, B83, and then B81 is his head. Ah, there it is. Yeah, this is a really cool head. I like that. So, and then B82, the shield, this awesome looking shield. I'd like to get the bigger creatures, but Games Workshop seems to be out of stock, and a few of them are also kind of direct sales only, which sort of sucks. So B84. B84 and B89. B89. There we go. Cool. Right, so that's B89. So we'll build this champion, and then we'll build the actual raptodon creature thing. Isn't it kind of late to build things? No. What do you mean you're in late? It's like 7 o'clock here? No, I don't think it's late. How will you paint? It's a good question. I want to try and go for the contrast route, see how we go from there, but definitely vibrant colours. I'm probably going to go for the colours similar to what they've used. I do like the orange and blue, certainly stand out. I don't know what colour for the Saurus. I thought there'd be loads of different like examples in the book, but there isn't. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I will paint them. Not in this video, because this is building. But in a future live stream, definitely. Don't use if it's humid. Okay. Well, I'm in the United Kingdom, as you probably can tell, and it doesn't really get humid here. more of a dry heat. No, it's not that warm here at all. It's been a nice day today. Sort of, yeah, it's just good to be in double figures, centigrade that is. It's just nice to go about in like shorts and t-shirt now and not, you know, feel the chill too much. It's good. It's getting there. We're getting to summer. Yeah, so. If you looked in the book, was the Razodon in it? Was the Razodon in it? The Razodon? Oh, I don't know about that. I've got the book right here, fella. The Razodon. Well, you know, you've probably seen my first look and things, but we've got the Saurus Old Blood. Oh, well, we've got the Lord Croak, Slan Star Master, Saurus Old Blood, another Old Blood, a Scar Veteran, Croxigors. They look awesome. You've got the Kixie Taka, the Clack Troc, Starblood Stalkers, the Scar Veteran, the Agrodon Lancers, which I'm definitely going to pick them up. The Saurus Warriors, the Skink Oracle, the Troglodon. No Razodon. The Spawn of Kotek, this fire-breathing salamander, definitely going to pick one of them up. I'm going to paint it similar to that, like an orange, fiery colour. Some Ripodons, Stegodons, and that's about it. So, no, not a Rhizodon. Yeah, I was trying to look in this book to get some inspiration for paint schemes and things. And there pretty much isn't any. So, yeah, that sucks. I mean, you get these, I guess, you know, but it doesn't... The problem with this is it doesn't show the whole model. Like, I would have loved to have seen... I think the blue one is around here somewhere, though. To be fair, there he is. Look at this blue one. Blue salamander. That looks quite cool. But, yeah, looking at these Agrodons, it just goes through one colour stage. Yeah, I was hoping for more inspiration, more examples of the colour, but oh well, never mind. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds good. Painting in camo. Yeah, I'd lose the models all the time if I did that. Oh, okay. The Razodon. Oh, okay, that's cool. Salamander is lizardman, Space Marines all along. I don't know, maybe you could use that. Use the salamander, the Kotek, the Spawn of Kotek in your salamander's army somehow as like a scout pet. I don't know. I don't know how you could use it, but if I collected salamanders, I'd definitely find a way of incorporating a salamander. Into a salamander army. Probably put some like ammo packs and things on the side of it. Or a little some kind of void shield generator. I don't know, something. Oh no, obviously it carries the canisters of Promethean to the salamanders, doesn't it? Especially those new flamer units from the Leviathan box set. Hey, it's only next month, guys. Everyone excited about 10th edition? Yeah. On the whole, I like the Tyranid models. I really do. Since you started collecting World Eaters, I haven't really started collecting them. I've only bought like 3 of the new releases, so I wouldn't say I've started a collection. I bought them for the channel, just to cover them for everyone. So I'm not going to start a full army or anything. And the Combat Patrol is due any day. There's been a bit of a delay from Games Workshop sending out the World Eaters Combat Patrols to third parties, so I won't get mine. I might get mine in the next couple of days or so, we'll see. You know, but it is due this week, so hopefully I can get you an unboxing and first look at that, and then get those reviews out to you pretty quickly. I think for my review I probably will just build 10 Khorne Berserkers to start off with, but of course I'll need to build all 20 for the Combat Patrol review. But your other question was, am I starting a Demons of Khorne army? Not really, but I've got a couple of Demons of Khorne miniatures that I still haven't released the unboxings for, so yeah, they'll come out at some point, which is quite cool. You suddenly wish to finish the rest of your army. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. That's why I'm here as well. You know, bit of motivation for you to continue with your army, or paint, or you know, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's a bit of motivation. Maybe you're not even doing anything hobby related. Maybe you're at work, or just chilling out after the bank holiday. What I'll be doing is I'll be building 1 Hunter, 1 Saurus Warrior, and then after that I'll probably continue with the other builds that I've got. I want to sort of finish about 9 or so, probably 10. So we should build these in that time. The I mean, there is a kind of motivation to build these quite quickly, because I want to get painting them and things and show you that. But also there's a few other models that I need to complete and reviews out for everyone. So hey, you know, it's just Games Workshop releasing lots and lots of models at once. And there's been a lot of good video games out recently that have been taking up a fair bit of my time, so as you probably have seen on the channel. Although that Day of the Tentacle, that was footage from, oh wow, when was that? I want to say like 2 years ago or so, maybe more. I really enjoyed it though, but I thought I'd just release the live stream of that. I think I live streamed that on Twitch actually to begin with. You're worried about scalpers swap for the Leviathan. I think they've addressed that in a couple of their social media feeds. I think there's a cap. I think there's a pre-order window. I think there's probably a queuing system. You know, I think it'll be fine, Jan. Just just make sure you've got the money. Everybody, make sure you've got the money before it goes up for pre-order. You know. They're not going to wait for you to. I say they're not going to wait for you to have the money. They are, because it's a 10th edition box set, so it's going to be around for what, 5 months? I don't know. A few years. That's how long the 9th was around for, wasn't it? It's getting to 3 years now. It was 2020. So I don't know. It seems quite focused, having a new edition every 3 years, but at least this time they're releasing all of the rules for the armies digitally on day one. I think they said that. So that's great, you know. I probably will be doing a video before the Leviathan, before the 10th edition release, showcasing all of the 9th edition codexes, codices, however you want to call that. There's no army set of World Eaters. Well, kind of there is. The Combat Patrol, I guess. Unless you mean like, you know, like this. Because I mean, the World Eaters Combat Patrol has 1, 2, 3, 4 units in it, and this has 1, 2, 3, 4 units. It has the same number of units in the army set as the Combat Patrol. So, you remember what it was like trying to get hold of Indomitus? Yeah, that Indomitus, that was the turning point for them 3 years ago, wasn't it? After that, they brought in the queuing system and all those kind of things, and then afterwards there was a flood of Indomitus. You know, there was so many more in stock. I think, and then they produced the Age of Sigmar one box set, I think. They'd overstocked that massively. When Old World comes out, will you do stuff with it? Definitely, Liam. Good question. Yeah, I would like to get some things from Old World. The thing is with Old World is I really like the like Bretonnians, but I also like the Tomb Kings. So I've never had a Tomb King army. They look pretty fun. I'd like to cover them. You know, Games Workshop have had a lot of experience over many years now with Ossiarch Bone Reapers and the Soul Black Gravelords, things like that, to do good plastic skeleton kind of minis, and I can't wait for all of those Tomb King minis that they've got planned, and the scenery as well. Most probably square bases, yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind that. Makes sense if you're going to have big units and movement trays and things. So, what's your favourite Leviathan box set model? My favourite is the Neuro Tyrant. That's a really good question. I do like the Neuro Tyrant. Yeah, I'd probably say that's probably my favourite. I don't know. It's odd because I'd say I have more favourites from the Indomitus box set than this Leviathan one. Although I do like the Terminators. I know we've seen a lot of the Terminators, but I'm a bit of a sucker for the new Terminators. My chapter certainly has more Terminators than it should at the moment, let alone when the new ones come out. Hey Maxim, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, they still do that, don't they? They still underestimate how popular things are going to be. We're not just talking like big box games. We're talking about like characters or just hardback books and things, you know. I'd probably go get a drink in a little while. But this is, I think I've just got this in the head to do. And this is the little skink champion done. Again, my plan is not to glue these onto the minis. I know it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. And I probably could just about get away with it. But we're talking about like light colours on, well, slightly darker colours on light colours. I know I would probably mess it up, knowing me. So it might be worth just painting them when they're off their mounts. We'll see it. We'll see how it goes for the first one. And then if that's a success, then, or if I'm able to do it quite easily, then we'll see. Did I do the head? Nope. Mold lines don't seem to be too bad for these. I was sort of expecting these to be pretty bad, but they seem to be fine. Okay, that's that done. So let's start putting them together. Scalping of books is way out of control, definitely, Maxim, definitely. That's just its little legs. These are tiny, aren't they? I've never. Yeah, I suppose the closest I've had to these size minis is the grots and things, but these are tiny. My hands are big, so if you've got big hands too, then congratulations, I guess. But this might cause you a slight issue. I don't know, it might not. I'll be used to this. It looks quite cool though. There's lots of detail and, you know, nice bit of posability and things. Well, I say posability, you know what I mean, like their pose looks pretty good. Hello everyone. That's just joined. Don't be shy. Put what you're up to in the chat. If you want, you know. If you're building anything, painting anything. Oh yeah, these are certainly going to be painted separate. I've just decided. There's just too much detail and too many things going on that I want to paint these like that. I just want to. Very, very cool. I'm enjoying these little lizard things so far. How do we put this shield on then? Hey Sampler, how you doing? Good to see you. I mean, I guess that goes on like that. I'm not 100% sure. That's the only sort of way it can go on. I mean, it can't go on. Oh yes, it can. It can possibly go on like that. No. I don't know, because they don't show you. They don't show you the other side of the shield. Oh no, the shield goes on higher up. Fail. It actually goes on up here. I did not know that. Okay. Well. So it goes on up there. Then we've got these. So this looks like it goes on the right side of him. Oh god, this is a bit complicated, isn't it? Wow. Okay. So there should be. There's no marking for it. I think it's connected on these. But there's no connection. Okay. It just rests on there then. Okay, this is a bit odd. So let's put that on there and then rest this on. Where does it go on near his feet? Oh, it goes behind his foot. See what I mean about resting things on? Okay. I think we got there. I think. Oh, if only that stays on though. I'm not a big fan of resting items on minis like Buckaroo or something. Oh well. And again, these rest on him. Same place. Like there. I don't know. I don't even know whether you need these. That's going to make it so difficult to paint his skin and things. What do you guys think? I don't know if you need all of these attachments. I guess it makes sense if he's thrown these, you know, and he needs a couple more to throw, but oh well. Good to hear, everyone. I can play the piano, Brandon, so yeah, I guess so, but my fingers are more chunky. Just your Monster Hunter World board game, a nice one. What's your favourite Tomb King and model? I did not collect them back in the day, so Oh, nice one, Victor. Nice one. Oh, I'd love to get Croak. People have told me I should pick up Croak, so I will pick up Croak, even though he's quite pricey now. Who am I kidding? Everything's pricey. Oh dear. Everything is pricey these days. So what we'll do, it's not that, clearly. No, 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 no. See what I mean about Buckaroo? This is like... There's no way going to stay on. I mean, that's at the right angle. But whether that stays on, I don't trust it. I really, really don't trust that. Because already the other piece, this extra piece, is wobbling. Right, we'll just leave that as it is. Very, very finicky model. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to leave in there while we build the much more kind of solid raptodon itself. So B11 and B10. Is it this brew? It certainly is. Now these look cool. I'm looking forward to the agrodons though. Don't get me wrong. The agrodons look more like velociraptors or something. So this one actually looks quite straightforward to put together. B15, God, good thick thighs going on. You know what they say about thick thighs? Thick thighs save lives, apparently. B16. Right, so that's the little tail. And then its claws. So B12 and 13. Easy. This raptodon, easy. The skink rider, you know, is more complex. And that's it done. It is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts and you're done. That is how you... Oh, I hope the agrodons are this... This, I swear that was a B10 and B11. What's happened? There's the B11. Thought that looked a bit odd. But yeah, 7 parts and you're done, which is great. Let's move that back over there before I lose it. So yeah, there you go. Fantastic. So we'll just clean these parts up. We'll build this. And then we'll perch the little skink fella on him, but we're not going to glue him on for painting reasons, I think. And we are going to paint these up quite quick. Just need to find some time to build them in amongst all the other releases. You know, we've got the Venator review coming, we've got the Azrael and Vashtor. They're still on their way. I think we had the Dante review today. Luckily, I've still got plenty of Retributor armor, so I'll be spraying Commander Dante. Squash. Oh, that sounds good. And then we'll also build a Saurus warrior today. I did want to build the Slan Master, but I looked at him and I thought, yeah, he's definitely over 3 hours worth. That chap. I will be in the Discord after this stream, so if anybody wants to join in there, have a chat, you're welcome to. Okay, that's the arms and the body kind of done. What I might do, be a bit cheeky, and these look sort of like Dilophosauruses, more than raptors, I think. You know, the ones that spit the gobs of acid or whatever. Well, not acid, it's kind of like, it just paralyzes, doesn't it? Like the gob kind of, they fire it at its victim's eyes to paralyze them, so they can just eat them at their leisure, really. These remind me a little bit like those, but these seem to be pretty big. Well, the ones in Jurassic Park seem quite small. I think they should be bigger. I don't know. I'm not a dinosaur expert whatsoever, but will there be new Gene Stealer for 10th? Almost like I've got some insider information, Revan. I've got the same information as you have, my friend. I would like there to be, but they showcased a image directly out of the new codex, I guess, of the I say data sheet, with a picture of the old Gene Stealers. So just on that assumption, no, but you never know. You know, the new minis might not have been ready in time. But I certainly won't be buying any of the old Gene Stealers for this new edition, no matter how good the rules are. My brain just can't cope with that many mold lines. If I want to put myself through that kind of torture, I'd just buy a number of repulsor tanks and focus on the gravitic plates. I thought they did spit the goo. Oh. Gene Stealer versus Gene Stealer Cult in Kill Team. Okay. Oh, new Striking Scorpions would be cool. That would be good. It's a shame they'll put them through the behind a paywall of Kill Team though. I mean, it's a shame, but also if we didn't have Kill Team, we wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't give Games Workshop an excuse to create these awesome new minis at the same time. You know, I think if there wasn't a Kill Team, it'd be harder to justify bringing out like a unit of 10 Arbites or whatever they are. You know, it's like, okay, well, we've got this 40k game and it's, you know, big armies and things like that. Here's a unit of 10. Okay, it's harder to justify it. Whereas if it's in a smaller focused game, then they can just go, right, well, we'll just create this unit of 10. But Striking Scorpions, they don't need to be in a Kill Team. It's cool if they are, but they could just be released like they were for, you know, like Howling Banshees were really. They don't need to be in a Kill Team. But it probably makes sense because they are, you know, close combat focused, aren't they? Let's just hope their saves remain at like 3+, whatever. Yeah, definitely. As I said, you know, these smaller game systems, if you're not even involved in them and invested in them, they're a great way of Games Workshop bringing units and models to 40k and potentially Horus Heresy. Yeah, you just got to kind of wait until they're released separate, which is the only sort of downside. Another cheeky leg. Oh yeah, totally agree, Meepish. Totally agree. I really do like the Age of Sigmar miniatures. Just not a big fan of the box art, but hey, you know, it's box art. You put it in the recycle bin quite quickly. I think the Horus Heresy has got one of the best box arts right now out of the three sets. But I think they've gone the way of kind of Blood Bowl and Adeptus Titanicus, unfortunately. You know, I was very skeptical when they announced Plastic Horus Heresy. Very skeptical. You know, maybe people's expectations were, oh, you know, everything's going to be in plastic. Absolutely everything. You know, we're going to have everything from now on for Horus Heresy, plastic. I was very skeptical. I know that they go for profit over anything else. And it's also the pursuit of margins, and there's no kind of guarantee that you're going to sell many full plastic land speeders or whatever that they're thinking of, or that they were thinking of, that they've recently just changed, you know, some of the tooling. But you know, they've gone the way of Adeptus Titanicus in a way, because they're now bringing out, or they have been bringing out, certain resin parts. You know, everything from Forge World to torsos, to the upcoming tank commanders, to the characters even, you know. And we're not just talking about characters, we're talking about assassins, you know. There's plenty of plastic assassins. Plenty. And yeah, they released the resin assassins. It's a shame. It really is. I don't know whether it's a time issue, whether they just can't pump out enough new plastic things for Horus Heresy. I don't know, but hey, Plastic Lancer, that's good. That's a good turning point for them. Okay. Oh God. Savage Maxim. Yeah, Gav thought, well, as others have said. Well, yeah. Oh, really? I did not know they had terrible mold lines. Votan Terminator units you're talking about. Okay. Again, I was thinking that the mold lines would be awful on these, but they're not too bad. Like, you've got so many areas where you could get some pretty bad mold lines, but they're not that bad at all, you know. They're not that bad. Right, I think that's done for that arm. Okay, that's it sort of done. Let's put him together. or her, I don't know. Clever girl. Really fancy watching Jurassic Park after this now. Oh, what a film. Spielberg, you know what? Such a guy. Crazy. Oh, and let's not forget John Williams, obviously, as well. I mean, the legend. What a legend. You know, you play a piece of music from him, and you know where it's from. That is the effect that genius has. Production issue. Yeah. I totally agree, Meepish. The amount that they're pumping out, and then their stock issues and things, and yeah, they are. Well, we can all see, can't we? We can all see all the products and things that they're generating from Nottingham. You know, look at the scenery and a few of the other things. Scenery in the books from China. I wonder whether it's. I mean, obviously they own their own sort of printing factory and things in China for the books, but I wonder whether part of the rules for free, is to kind of not sell as many codexes and books, so less things kind of made there. I don't know. I mean, not to be political, but seems like quite a few other places are going that way, aren't they? Yeah. Colossal Raptor big game hunting would have been so cool. Yeah, that would be brilliant. I mean, the thing is, right, that there's a hole there and 2 holes there. You could plug them up with green stuff, easy peasy, right? And then you've just got raptors or Dilophosauruses, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to proxy them as. Yeah, you don't have to have them as these minis. You don't have to put the little skinks on the back. You really don't. You know, if you just want some, say, dinosaurs for your world that you're playing 40k on or whatever, just have a few of these. You don't even need to have them on the bases. But they could just be like static as part of your scenery. Yeah, it might be cool to have them on the bases, to be fair, but you know where I'm coming from. Like, because there are planets and things in the Imperium that are kind of prehistoric and, you know, multiple purposes. These Seraphon. I think I'll keep that for the review as well. I'll probably say something like that. Oh yeah, totally, Meepish, totally understand. I mean, I think even Jaws holds up quite well. You know, apart from the old shark himself, you know, bless him, but you know, yeah, Jurassic Park does hold up very well. The sound too. Sound was fantastic. I think that was the first film that utilised the DTS, the digital theatre sound. The first one that incorporated Dolby Digital was Jaws. So pioneering the way in sound design. And yeah, you know, the T-Rex's footsteps and the roar and the rumble, and you know, there's a lot of rain in that film and thunder. Sound design's fantastic in that one. So yeah, that's all we're going to do for this Velociraptor, no. That's all we're going to do for this raptodon. We're not going to glue this little dude. I mean, you could put a grot on him, really. Spider Rider. But that is a very nice detailed mini. I like that. I do like that. That is cool. But yeah, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to glue him on because I want to hold him and cover him in contrast. Kind of. Right, position on here. Slightly. Yeah, they look cool. Secretly an Exodites release. Yeah, it's the one. Oh yeah, you sign a waiver, you don't know what you're signing up for. Oh god, yeah. Reminds me of like just how many things are faster than humans. It's crazy. Okay. So we're going to have him slightly to his right, her right. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. I'm a big fan of that. That is really cool. You'll probably tell through the microphone that I'm enjoying this immensely. I've just got the noise of raptors and things in my head going off. And the purring or the chirping that they do. It's like, can this one open doors? That is the question. Anyway, absolutely lovely mini. Wow, very impressed. So we're going to keep her over here. Maybe we could put her a little bit more central. No, that was okay where it was. So we're going to keep her over here. And we're just going to slightly place this dude on. I want to build the rest of them. Oh, why do I have to build a Saurus? Can't I just... look at that. Whoa. See what I mean? It's turned into a buckaroo. Right, we'll leave that there and we'll build the Saurus warrior. Right, what I'll do is Saurus are right here. We're going to go for the champion. We're going to have this screaming. Oh wow, you've got a couple of different weapon options here. All right, what's this say? You can give it a. All models in the unit must be armed with the same weapon option. So we go for Celestite Spear or a Celestite Club. I like the spears. You know what? I do like the spears. I might... Clubs seems to be quite... classic looking though, but I think in this case we'll go for the spears. Okay, hear me out. And then if I do get a second unit one day, I'll go for the clubs, even though they've built all theirs with clubs. Now the difference is with the spear you do get an extra inch, but it is harder to hit. Hang on, so why would you not go for the club? Oh, well, I'm going to go for the spear anyway. I think the spears look cool. And it's ruler cool for me. So let's go for the spears. I'm just going to pop and get a drink though. Doors are 50 years old. No way. No way. Yeah, our hips are awful for running, yeah. Just good for long distance though, right? That's how we used to hunt the antelope. Not because we caught up with it. Well, we did catch up with it. It's because it got worn out, because it's got 4 legs. So we spent days waiting for it to tire out. And obviously we had some tools and things. There is that. A 6-foot turkey. I've not seen the Meg. Is that the one with Jason Statham? I'll get a second unit anyways. I will. Yeah, this is very true. Right, I'm just going to pop and grab a drink because it's been about an hour. Oh, hour and a bit. So, oh, I get to say the thing. I'm going to put this sign up. Spared no expense. Right, I'll be back in a little while. Just grabbing a drink. I'm back. I told you I'd be back. I told you I'd be back soon. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Moopish. Thank you. Right. Let's build these. We're going to go for the spear, like I say. We're going to go for the spear. So we'll need... I sort of want to build a big dinosaur, like a Carnosaur or a Stegodon now that I've had a little taste of how awesome this awesome creature is. So what we're going to go for is the champion. So to build the champion, we need the C sprue. So I'm guessing is this C55 and 54. Definitely not that one then. 55 and 54. Oh, here we go. There's a 53. Oh, come on, don't tease me. There's a 54. Oh, we'll need the 53 anyway. See, 53 is all the way up there. That's 54. Yeah, I'm thinking orange and blue at the moment. I know it's basic, it really is. But off the top of my head, I can't think of a different colour. Seeing as my Tyranids are sort of light blue and purple. And I don't just want to paint these green or black or white or red. I might paint the Carnosaur red. Yellow. Might have yellow on the plumage. Lovely bit of plumage. Right, so the arms, 60 and 61. Well, there's 61. And 60. What is 60? Is it just a... I'm going to see it. It's just going to come to me. There it is. Okay, so that's 60, so that'll be on that side. And then we need the 32mm base. So these are Saurus primaris. What? So also need the spear. And the head, which is 103. And the shield, which is 63. That one. They all look pretty fancy shields, really. Are these supposed to be stars or comets or something? I don't know. See 103. Where's this awesome looking head? Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, it's so spiky. Ouch. Everything about this sprue is spiky. Ah, look at that. Now that is cool. La 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 la. Bit mouthwash. The spear itself. We need a 56 for this one. There it is. I can't wait to see how big the Croxigores are. They look massive. Are they too big? They're kind of like Seraphon Terminators, aren't they? Oh, imagine if they did like Croxigores on Carnosaurs or something. That kind of equivalent. Oh, okay, so that goes like that. Right. This seems to be quite straightforward, the way I'm about to put this champion. We'll see, we'll see. Well, yeah. I had to go and restart the generator. You know how it is. It's back in the days of walkie-talkies or radios. None of this iPhone or Apple Watch walkie-talkie business. By the way, I didn't cut myself there. That's just like a thing that's happened, I think yesterday. I just felt the need to explain my finger topography. Yeah, I think a lot of it is direct only as well, so that definitely affects things. I mean, I've still got plenty of Wraithbone. Is it Wraithbone spray? Wraithbone spray. So I could spray these guys up next weekend. we'll see. We'll see how many I get through. Like I say, I'm going to be here until sort of 9:30 or so, and then I'll be in Discord, and I'll still be continuing with all of these, or probably the other minis. Yeah, no worries. Hope it goes well, Maxim. Thank you for joining for this time. Hope it goes really well. And yeah, you'll smash it, my friend. You'll smash it. I'll speak to you soon. Will I play with them later? What, these? No, I won't play with them later. No. It's a bit late to be going to have a game. Although I will say, I think when I was part of a Warhammer club, I want to say it started at like 7. It was 7 till 10 or about that time. It might have even been 8 till 10, but I'm pretty sure it was 7 till 10. Thoroughly enjoyed it though. Thoroughly, of course. Hello, Roussel. How are you doing? Good to see you again. I've read a couple of your comments in the videos, so thank you. There was a really nice one from you the other day. So I do read them and I do remember them. So thank you for your kind words. Have I an ideal colour for the Seraphon army? I know it sounds basic, but I think I might just go with GW's sort of colour, because there aren't too many examples in the book. There's like a dark green and a dark blue. I just really want them to pop, and I think the light blue and the orange and the yellows and red for plumage, or yellow for plumage, just makes them pop, and that's what I want to go for when we start painting them in the live streams. I'm not going to get any. Usually I'll pick up a new army like this and then I'll grab a load of the other miniatures in the range and start doing videos on those. I'm not doing that with this. I'm going to try and get through as many as I can before the other new minis arrive. And actually, to be fair, quite a few of the current range are out of stock, or Games Workshop have a few stock issues right now. So it just kind of plays to my favour, and it gives me a bit more time to. And I'm not going to have a massive army. Like 10 raptodons, all I need. I don't need any more. I think 10's too much already, but You tune in for the painting live stream. Nice one. Well, I'll make sure that I put painting Seraphon in the title, and I'll make sure that it's a typical kind of Saturday or a Wednesday. The only thing literally stopping me from doing a painting live stream is having these built. As usual, really. But I thought that these would be the ideal army minis to get me back into painting after a long hiatus. Oh, that sounds good. So only a couple of weeks away then. You know what they're like though? They're gonna release the battle tome and all of the new miniatures. And when I mean all of them, I mean the Croxigores and the Agrodons and the Salamander thing, all in one go, aren't they? You just know that they are. They can't stagger releases anymore. Can't afford to, I don't think. Which is a shame, because I personally wouldn't have minded like at least 2 weeks stagger. So potentially have the... Oh, they're going to have to release all these separate, aren't they, as well? Just remembered that. I wouldn't mind a 2-week release schedule for these. Maybe at a 3-week push. So have your Battle Tome first and your Saurus. Maybe these. And your Slan Master. Next week have like your Croxigores. And then the last week have your Salamander with your Agrodons, I think. Brand new army for me. I've never played them before. I don't know anything about them, but already I'm reeling off the unit knowledge in such a short space of time. You know, it's difficult to keep tabs on so many units, on so many different armies. It's tough, but I guess it's like that with any hobby, really. I have a 30-day job completing the box of Seraphon. A 30-day job. I don't know. But yeah, probably more, to be fair, Russell, to me. Probably a 30-year job. Who knows? Oh, well, that's very, very fragile. I won't be doing that again. Did you see how much that moved just from me filing it? I'll be careful. Building Minis is playing with them. Oh, okay. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I do bust out some sound effects and things now and again, don't I, when I'm building these. All kinds of things are floating in my head when I'm putting these together. So, right. So just these two parts, and then we have built a Saurus. And then it's up to you guys, really, for kind of like the last hour or so. It really is up to you. There's a couple of things I could do. I'm not gonna whip out my T-Hawk or anything, because I just want to focus with plastic today. So I could build more Saurus, I could build more Raptodon. I'm not going to start the Slan Master, it's just too much for tonight. But I could just continue with my other builds, like Azrael. But it's up to you guys. If you want me to keep building Seraphon. Because the goal tonight was just to build a Saurus and to build a Raptodon. Your prediction for the Vanguard box set will be 1 unit of Croxigores, 1 unit of Agrodons, and 2 units of... Oh, I don't know about that. I think the Croxigores will be £40. Agrodons will easily be 40, that's 80. 2 units of Saurus Warriors, they're like almost £40 each as well. I think that's a bit too much, but yeah, Croxagores aren't going to be 30. I think they're 35 minimum. Croxagores are massive, and their rules are really, really strong. So I think they're going to be quite pricey. Venom Crawler. You want me to work on the Venom Crawler? The second Venom Crawler? Do I have a second one? I'm sure I have a second one, don't I? Did I get the second one in the Conquest magazine? I want to say I did, but an Orc hero has completely been forgotten. I wasn't even aware of that, let alone remember it, so I'll just take your word for it on that. So it's not the case of forgotten for me, but probably forgotten for you yourself. Okay, that is the Saurus champion cleaned. Lots of spikes and things on these. I'm glad that there hasn't been, there aren't too many releases coming out next weekend. I was sort of thinking the Vindicator would, but I think that'll be the weekend after now, before the end of May, which is good because it gives me a bit of a breather. And also there's this little game called Zelda going to come out, which I have to play. So right, if we put that on, it's really strange that they get you to put this on first. It's an odd, it's odd. It's an odd shape. Okay, right. I don't normally say it in the live streams and things, but I'm pretty sure a few of you that are watching the live stream do use the Element Games affiliate link and the crystal code. So I know I don't normally say it in the live streams and I say it in videos, but thank you. I just want to say a big thank you to you. You helped the channel. This would not have been possible without that. I think I used some of the crystals to go against this box set. So it's not like I was able to pick up this box set for like a tenner or anything, not that drastic, but it certainly made a bit of a difference. So that's great because it means that the sort of saving can go towards the rest of the release, right? So thank you. Okay, right, so then that connects to there. Yeah, fire slayers are cool. With your one of your angry, wicked fire dwarves. Right, so if I then, yeah, put the arms in. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Building these models really genuinely fills me with a sense of excitement to paint them. I don't normally say that about miniatures. Death Guard were certainly one of them. But these do. Looking at all the scales and things, I just can't wait to get my Agrax ready. I don't know what I'm going to use. But you know what I mean. Let's put this shield on. It will only go one way, which is perfect for me. Oh, this is lovely. These are going together really well. Both the raptodon, well, maybe not the skink, but definitely the raptodon, and now this fella. I could do with some glue that sets quicker, but that's a me issue. Look at that. That looks so cool. Oh, wow. I really like that. I just can't wait to spray it and then just put some contrast on. I really like that. That's really cool. These have put a smile on my face. So much more exciting than just, oh, Space Marine, oh, Space Marine tank, you know. Don't get me wrong, those models did get me into the hobby, but there's just something about these cool AOS models that I think everyone should try. Even if it's like a free mini that they do with the coin or whatever they do in the stores, I don't know. But yeah, I have a lot of fun. Probably a lot of fun painting them too. Oh, look at that. That looks so cool. It's brilliant. Maybe the spear's a bit too long, but I think it looks great. Right, that's what I wanted to build tonight. Just those two. I mean, I am having a bit of fun with them, so I kind of want to build another one though, but I don't want to build the drummer. He looks a bit, I don't know. Oh. Seraphon September. There's definitely going to be a Nidvember this year, mark my words. And no, I will not be picking a, oh god, how much are they? Forge World. Anybody, how much is a Dimacheron? Dima. 120, oh my god. Just don't, guys, just save yourself. Don't even go on Forge World. Don't look. £120 for a Dimacheron. Oh. That is it's hard to swallow. Oh, I could build the standard bearer. He looks pretty funky. I don't know the differences between the totems whether one's a different constellation. I don't know. I'm such a noob with it. But you see what I mean? Like the greens just look a bit... I'm not being greenest, but the blues look just way better. You know. I don't know. If I build another one with a spear, it's going to be very similar to the champion. And I haven't got enough time to build the Slan Master. Look at all that. There's just so much going on with the Slan Master. I don't know, guys. It's up to you. What do you think? It's up to you. You know, you get a direct intervention into this stream. Oh, thank you, Meepish. I'm in a bit of a dilemma. What to build? Build whatever you please. Oh, okay. I kind of just want to build this little, you know, this part of the Slan Master, because he looks pretty funny. I'm going to do that. Sod it. I don't care. Right. Where is he? I need his sprue. Oi. Kermit. Where are you? Here he is. I found him. Let's build him. Oh, you want a standard bearer? Oh god, okay. Let's build the Slan, the actual little toad dude. And then if I've got any time, I'll build the standard bearer. I've decided I'm going to have the dude with the staff, not the dude holding the skull. I just prefer the staff. So A34, 33. Oh, it's because it's gone low picks. Thank you. Oh yeah, I will. Thank you. Thanks for telling me that. It's actually got quite warm as well. I need to just take that off, and my voice will sound a bit different now. Yeah, thanks for... I didn't think it would... go that far down. I did try and charge it before stream, but it wasn't charged all the way. So there is that. And this really isn't long enough. And no, that's not long enough either. There we go. Right, so now I can, voila, plug that in. And we're all good to go again. Sorry about that, guys. Right, so 34. It is, I think also, it's probably best to have him separate and paint him separate. And then pop him onto his base and things. Definitely to like get in behind the nooks and crannies of this one. I need the other side of him. It's not 33. I haven't read much of the rules for this Slan Master. I assume he's pretty good on the old spells. A35, this thing. Yeah. And then... has he got some incense? Oh! You can have him holding some incense. Like a ball thing. I might do that. That looks quite cool. I did not know that. A36. It's not on that. So there's A38. Yeah, I'm going to have him holding this stress ball. And then he needs his head. and you do get a couple of options for the head. I'm definitely going to go for the one with the plumage, no doubt about that. Oh, okay. Interesting. Right, 46. I knew it. It's right here. He doesn't have the bling though. The old necklace thing. Like this one does. We need 47 for a smooth brain. There it is. Okay, pop that on. And that is good to go. Yeah, quite happy with that. Right, let's clean this up. Pop them together. Kriegsman, how you doing? You hear certain West African slang can spontaneously They can. That would be the frog DNA. Fantastic. There were gaps in the DNA sequencing, so they had to fill in the gaps, and they used some West African species of frogs. So that meant when the dinosaurs were loose, they started laying eggs. Nature finds a way. Is the power cord in the wall, or is it just me? The power cord isn't in the wall, no. It's on an adapter, like a series of adapters, and an extension, kind of like adapter thing. And the cable from the camera to the plug is quite short. It's like a meter. Never get a meter cable of anything, seriously, like. But that's just its default, so yeah, it doesn't reach that far, but oh well. We can carry on, which is the main thing. No worries, Kriegsman, good to see you. Slan Star Master is very powerful in terms of magic. Very few units in the game can cast Dispel that many. Okay, interesting. I did not know that. So these Star Masters are... What about the old two sprue? How does Croak fare against two sprue? You know, Techless, I'm talking about. He can dispel anywhere on the table. Interesting. Thank you, Meepish. I appreciate that information. Oh, that's great news, Kriegsman. Great news. Good for you. Good for you. I'll be in Discord after this, by the way, so don't feel like you've missed too much. It brightens up. It brightens up. What, the actual picture quality and things? I did not know that. If that is the case, I'll have to plug it in more often. You have read the Jurassic Park novel by Michael Crichton. I highly recommend it. Yes, I'd certainly recommend that book too. I read that first when I was a child. Probably, yeah, I probably wouldn't like suggest you read it when, you know, any kids read it, but oh well, it's fine. And then The Lost World, again, very different book to the film, of course. But yeah, Michael Crichton, I really, as a kid reading Michael Crichton books, yeah, I enjoyed his writing style. I don't know, I read a lot when I was a child, so. Um, and it's surprising the number of people I meet today that don't read. Like, they don't read at all. Like, the last time they read was in school, and I'm just like, oh well, if you do, you know, if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But I don't know. I just like the active part you play in reading. Like, you know, how an author can help you kind of manifest images in your own mind of what they've written from the written word. I just think that's fantastic how they are able to do that, their wordcraft. And I'm always surprised with just the sheer volume of new words that they are able to conjure in every sentence and things. Just yeah, mesmerising in a way. Right, that's that done. So let's clean this up a bit. Inspired you to pick up the army box. Yeah, it's a lovely army box. I wasn't too sure about having 10 of the raptodons, but they are beautiful and gorgeous. Like, I've just built that one, and that one is just, yeah. I wasn't too sure, but now I'm very chuffed. If that arm would actually go in. Oh, come on, Super. Probably best to, like, gently bend it off and then add a bit more glue. Can't have a one-armed raptor, can we? Come on. Much better. And then we'll just clear that off. It's really strange, this arm. It doesn't kind of want to go in. It wants to stay out. But yeah, so that's that. No. I'll just leave that like that. Oh, clears up. Yeah. Yeah. That's all right, sampler. It's all right. Thank you for clarifying. The insertion of the power cord has greatly improved resolution of your live stream, but that's just fancy, I guess. Will you review King Brod one day? King Brod? Is he for Seraphon, is he? How are the new kits so far on the scale of 1 to 10? Ooh. Have to be a 10 for these two. I'm sorry, but I really have enjoyed those two. Yeah, the raptodon is just seven parts. Normally with cavalry, you think, oh god, it's a bit of a chore, and you know, the horses or the steeds look a bit, you know, but it's a dinosaur, you know, and it's only 7 parts, and the parts are really straightforward to kind of put together. Yeah, building the other 9 is going to be as enjoyable, I think. And the Saurus, like, I really don't mind building 20 of them. The set only includes 10. But I think once I've built the 10th Saurus, I'll be looking for more. Because the Chaos, the Slaves to Darkness, as much as I like the Slaves to Darkness models, the Slaves to Darkness warriors were a bit I don't know. I got bored quite quickly with them, but with these Seraphon, I don't think you can, especially when it comes to the painting, which I'll be doing soon to the channel. I have to say that the review tomorrow will be a bit later than usual. The Vastral review. Just have to disclose that. I've got a few things going on tomorrow. So it'll be out tomorrow, just be later than you might expect. Lord Croak has the edge in survivability and magic, but Teclis is much stronger in melee. Okay. Thank you, Meepish. I appreciate that. Interesting. Oh yeah. I do love a good book. Can't be a good book. I should listen to more audiobooks. I really should. When I'm hobbying and things. I don't know. It's just physically reading. I feel like I'm more into it. When someone's reading an audiobook and things, or even if I've got something on, I feel like I need to invest all my attention so that I don't miss anything. And when it's just you and a book, yeah. Unless you're listening to music as well. I mean, I know some people listen to a bit of music and read, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes when I'm in a noisy place, I'll put some noise cancelling headphones on and read. And I think, you know, it's quite a useful function for them. King Brod is a special character for the Sons of Bahamut. Came out with the most recent battle tome. Oh, is he like an extra sprue, isn't he, or something? No, I probably won't pick him up. I've only got one giant anyway. I'd like to get a couple more, but the leg poses just put me off them. A bit like knights. Imperial Knights, the leg poses, just when you've got like 10 of them, it is really noticeable. Unless you want to go down the like Chaos Knight route and put some different legs on with multiple joints, but right, so that's that. Let's do this stuff. Thanks, Saint Anger. Appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good one. Last time Suits was this excited, he was building the Thunderfall. Yeah. I'm easily excited, to be fair. But I do like dinosaurs, so, you know. I'm not a massive fan of like toads or frogs, but dinosaurs, and like that salamander looks really cool. I'll pick one of them up. Can't imagine like dinosaurs were around for 147 million years or whatever it was. Just blows your mind, doesn't it? but they're around for hundreds, millions of years. Do you reckon Games will get their act together with pre-orders and scalpers before the 10th? I don't think they care, Jason. I honestly don't think they care. As long as they get sales, then that's great. You know, whether they get sales from scalpers or whether they get, you know, you could argue. You could argue, did Sony get their act together when there wasn't enough PS5s? Or you could say that about any product, really. But you know, I just hope a few instances like the Lion and like Indomitus sort of shake them up a bit, and then they you know, introduce a queue system. They put one orders in. They have a 2-week release schedule. That's sort of what they did last time as Backlash of Indomitus. But then they overcompensated with Age of Sigmar, and they made too many. And I know that they definitely made too many of those, and so they would have lost out. You know, yeah. Yeah, I mean, even with the queuing system, can anyone remember the queuing system from a few years ago? Even with that queuing system, you'd get in a queue and then you'd have free run of the store, and even when people got into the store, things would be sold out. So I think there should be like a 2-week pre-order window where you've got 2 full weeks of being able to order whatever you like. And then after that, if it's sold out, it goes straight on to made to order. So you can kind of order it after the 2 weeks, even if it's sold out, but then they will endeavour to make it within the 180 days. I think that would be quite cool. That'd be quite fair. But it's a tricky one, you know, because there's only a few companies that do that in the world, where they have a worldwide release of certain things at the same time. So the scale must be enormous. But anyway, yeah, I hope they do. I hope there's enough for everyone. I think there's a lot of interest. Is there more interest than Indomitus? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do. The community was exaggerating the issue. What a load of rubbish. You can't exaggerate an issue if you're on the web store. If you can't exaggerate the issue if your web store crashes for over an hour. We were all there. We all saw it. What a load of rubbish. You can't exaggerate that. If the web store wasn't closed down, or if it was closed down for like 5 minutes, yeah, maybe. But when you have so much demand that your web store crashes for over an hour, and when you do get on within 5 minutes of the store opening and things, you can't pre-order things because they're sold out. That's not exaggeration. That's fact. It's a yeah. That's not the best thing, really. That's not what happened. We know what happened. They completely underestimated demand. Then they didn't have enough to order, and now they're taking that view. That's not good. It's not, though, Mish. It's not worth doing that, because it will still go out of stock. Things still go out of order. People were still on the web store from 9:50, and things still go out of stock. So you can do that. That's fine. But when you're up against scalpers and when you're up against bots that are pre-filling carts from multiple accounts, yeah, no chance. You got no chance. I think I'm extremely lucky that I was able to pick up the Son of the Forest limited edition novel. Extremely lucky. How lucky? That's selling on. I saw it selling on eBay for £400 for a novel. £400. I was extremely lucky. But even when I was through the checkout system and things, it was touch and go. Some things were loading, some things weren't loading quick enough. It was very hit and miss. It was a complete look of the draw that everything went through and the order cleared. I know plenty of people where it's added to cart, it went through the checkout, and then it didn't go through. Plenty of people where that happened. They need to have something in place. There's only so much that people can take, really, I think. Yeah. Exactly. They still get their money. But they also don't though. That's the thing, Sampler. Like if we look at the PlayStation 5 for an example, it was heavily scalped. But some people were accepting the high price from the scalpers. Some people weren't. But because it was scalped so much and because it wasn't selling as much because scalpers were expecting a higher price, that had a knock-on effect of the number of consoles in gamers' hands, and then that had another knock-on effect of the number of games sold. Because you're not going to sell PlayStation 5 games without people having PlayStation 5s. So it has a knock-on effect, and it would be similar to this. In that if you didn't sell as many Leviathans, and we're talking about a 10th edition game system with a new rulebook and things, if you don't sell as many of those, you're not going to sell as many codexes, you're not going to sell as many paints, you're not going to get more people into the hobby, and that's what they're after. They're after new people into the hobby all of the time. It's one of their key things, put it that way. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, good point, Jason, about the World Eaters Combat Patrol. I was there on the pre-order for my World Eaters Combat Patrol. I've been waiting 3 months, like everybody else, 3 months since the initial release, because they've chosen to release it 3 months after the initial release, because it's a really good combat patrol and offers a decent saving over getting all those minis separate. And lo and behold, I ordered it. I was on time, absolutely fine. Order went through, took my money. Oh, there's been a delay. Right, okay. Well, yeah, it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth when you're already waiting that long to then order something that should be there, all intents and purposes is, because they take your money, and then they come back to you and say, oh yeah, there's a delay. Like, I'd understand it if this is such first world problems. I'd understand it. It's like literally first world problems talking about luxury items waiting a little bit longer to get them. It really is. There's much bigger things in the world going on, but you see what I mean. Like, it's not good if you've already been waiting for something and then you buy it thinking it's in stock or it's there and they've got plenty, and then they say no, there's issues. Okay, but you've had 3 months. You've literally had 3 months to build enough minis that you have the molds for, that you've been building months before the release, to go in that box set. Like, there is no excuse. Unless there's like some kind of disaster or whatever, I don't know, pick your disaster, I don't know. But there is no excuse for that World Eaters box having any issues at all. Likewise, there should have been no stock issues for the line either. No stock issues. The thing is, they're not a new company. Like, they've been around for 40, 50 years now. They've had plenty of practice to get things right, to employ their methods, to make sure they've got enough, really. And they didn't. And it really, you know, it's a bit of a tinfoil hat moment for me. But part of me thinks they do it on purpose. Like, I know that sounds a bit like a bit of a conspiracy theory. Like, why would a company, you know, kind of cut off their own nose, I suppose. But, you know, how else could you justify, like, for one, he was behind a paywall with 3 blade guard, so they wanted to shift the blade guard and make some profit off that. Secondly, how else can you justify releasing him at quite a nice high price when they do release him separately? By having a massive amount of demand. How do you have a massive amount of demand? By having a low supply, limited supply. Anyway, you really set me off there on a little GW rant, and you know why? It's because I'm so passionate, because I want them to do better, and they should do better, and it really, yeah, animates me when it's so obvious that they don't. Because, you know, I'm just sick and tired of hearing people being, I say, upset, disappointed with the hobby that they are passionate about, that they've invested so much time and money and years of their life in doing, and that also enjoy it through, like, my videos and Valrak's videos, and, you know, yeah, everybody else's. let's put it there. Like, whether you like scenery things and, yeah, glued heads, I don't know, like, let's not go there, but you know what I mean. Like, whatever, you enjoy it. Everyone enjoys that stuff. Well, not everyone, but some people, and a lot of people, should I say, enjoy those things. And they can only enjoy those things because of Games Workshop enabling all the content creators and things with their awesome products, for the most part. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a reward system. Come on, you get your 7 bean Costa, you can get a free coffee. Come on, we get your 7 Primaris, your 8 Primaris, and you get an 8th Primaris free or something. I don't know. If you think about it, that would be quite cool if they gave you a specific model or unit for free for spending so much or buying so many things that they wanted to shift, that they didn't really sell many of, and that there's no way it could ever recoup its profit, because the profit they make on people spending more or buying particular units is definitely going to outweigh the loss of an unsuccessful one or a least popular one. I don't know how popular these Seraphon are. I don't know. But I know that their product range is very, very small. They don't have many miniatures. I would argue that these aren't that popular. But I'm not sure on that front. Oh, thank you, Creaseman. This is very true, Revan. Yeah, very true. Yeah. You say that, but at the same time, during the COVID grants, they took the COVID grants and then they paid it back, from what I believe. And so if they were really struggling, they could have just kept that money. So I don't see that as a valid point of the debate, that like the overall cost of them running their business in a first world country is the reason why things are so highly priced and all those kind of things. I think there's a lot of cogs at work. One of them, which I'm surprised a lot of people overlook time and time again, is how good a unit is. How good a unit is, or whether you only need to ever buy one of them. Not the actual production costs or the R&D or the rules writing and the artwork, things like that. I think there are lots of factors that go into the price. And it just gives me conniptions when some people say, oh yeah, you get more plastic with that miniature than you do with that one, so that's why it's more expensive. It's not just about the weight of plastic per kit either, or even the number of parts, because you could get a kit that has a huge number of parts, like the War Master Titan or something, but the sprues could be so efficiently designed that you only need a few sprues, you know. Whereas you can get some kits that don't really have many parts, but they have a lot of sprues. It's a tricky one, especially with the plastic models as well. The Forge World ones, they usually go for maximum profit straight away, and then they up the prices. Well, they up the prices with GW with plastic too, but with plastic kits at least, you get some plastic kits where the injection mold has been around for 20, maybe 30 years, so it's gone past the point of recouping its costs, and it's now all about profit. And I just think nowadays they want to be making miniatures and models for the long term, that will give them a profit eventually. Hence why I think Primaris completely will overtake Space Marines at some point. And you know, I think it would have been fine for them to just outright say that and just say, look, we're making Space Marines bigger, we're going to call them Primaris. There you go. And then straight away they could say, oh right, well your Primaris fit in Land Raiders and this and this and this, and you know, but they didn't go down that route. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on all kinds of rants this evening. Hello Michael, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, that's a big profit margin. I think their profit margin could even be higher for the books as well, because all their books are made in China through the printing factory that they bought. Their scenery, again, that could be higher profit margin. That's the thing though, like it's what they use those profits for, because they're not banking all that profit. It depends what they're going to use the profit for and then invest in other areas of the business. It's only because they've been able to make so much profit that they've been able to take more risks. And what I mean by more risks is Blood Bowl, Adeptus Titanicus, Kill Team, Necromunda. We wouldn't have got any of those if they weren't making the kind of profit that they do. And also, Space Marines just sell a lot. You know, and imagine selling that. Right, we're going to make Horus Heresy plastic. What's our biggest selling army? Space Marines. Okay, well, Horus Heresy is Space Marines versus Space Marines. It is a license to print money, pretty much. But now you're seeing them pull the reins back a bit. They're not going all the way. Like I expected they wouldn't. I didn't expect they'd go all the way. Everything from the whole Contempt of Dreadnought debacle to this recent retooling of the resin kits. Crazy. They should have just outright said, right, we're going to make the falchion plastic, the mastodon will come out in plastic, all these plastic. Because you know what? We said we would have plastic Horus Heresy. I fathom it's been very popular for them, very successful. I'm not saying it's getting complicated. I don't think like resin torsos for plastic contemptors is complicated, especially if you're given customers the option of buying the resin and the plastic in one kind of purchase, which they are. I just don't think it works. It's not all the way. You know, you're not really getting a Legion specific contemptor. You're not. It's got a Legion specific head and torso, but yeah, and also removing the resin weapons, massive mistake. Still got the Leviathans up there. Oh yeah, the brick and mortar stores as well. I don't think they own them, Meepish. So it's the cost of running them. We're not just talking about the staff. We're talking about the rent. We're talking about the business rates. Because their business rates be over the rateable value threshold, so they're not classified as a small business. They're not going to get any relief from them. Then you've got the electricity for those stores. They have the big fans on. They have their computer screen. They have the tills. They have they might have toilet facilities in the store. They obviously have the lights on all the time. You've got the staff's wages. Premises insurance, all kinds of things. To have that many brick and mortar stores. Anyway, going off on a bit of a rant again. But we are going to be putting this floaty orb thing on Slan Master. Back once again with the Slan Master. That goes on quite nicely. Oops. There we go. So this, it's really odd. It kind of, it's like his right arm plus a bit of a chest thing going on. It's an odd selection of parts. This Slan Master. He's going to look cool though when I finish him. He's got to be green though, right? It's got to be green. I bought some new extra thin, by the way, guys. So my plan is I'm going to finish this Slan Master and then call it an evening here. I will be on the Discord, so if anyone wants to chat, I'll be there. But I hope you've enjoyed me building some dinosaurs and toad. It shouldn't be lagging, should be alright. Right, and then that just pops on up and there. That will need a bit of pressure. I haven't read like the lore and things in the battle tome, but I have gone through it. It does look lovely, yeah. Have you read the lore? Yeah, no, I haven't read the lore. Oh, a lot of lag. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that. That's not good. Nothing else is, you know, downloading or anything like that today. So, sorry guys. Thanks for bearing with me. Old Norfolk internet for you. I do miss this Tamiya thing. Really good. internet goblins. Yeah. Okay, so in summary, it's been a lovely evening of building the E2 and little toad. I will be painting him separate before I put him in the on his throne. I've gone for the one with the staff. I think with the staff is quite. Oh wow! You get two different options of back, head, frontal things. I don't know what to choose. We'll find out. And then you've got the raptodon chargers, and the chargers have lances. That's really cool. I like that. Standard bearer. Is it the same standard though? Yeah, it's the same standard. Oh, so these things are the atlatl or atlat. So it looks like it's a spear on some kind of mechanism thing, and then you launch it. So does it increase the power then as you launch the spear off of it? I'm going to go watch some Aztec videos after this. Certainly. Yeah, I think he's done. Quite happy with him. So I made a toad. I made a lizard dinosaur thing, and then I've definitely made a dinosaur tonight. I'm quite happy with the progress I've made there. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. Probably won't build any more of these tonight. I'll be building other things. But yeah, I thought I'd do a live stream on this bank holiday, and yeah, I will be back. I don't know whether I'll be back Wednesday night. I will try to be. I will try. It's just Zelda comes out Friday, and I know I'll be sinking a lot of time into that game. But thank you everyone that's joined me today. I'll be off in the Discord. So thank you everyone that's joined, and thanks for all your comments today. I appreciate them, and I'll see you in the next one. So thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.